Mic check, 1, 2.
Hello.
You're all good to go.
Live on air. Hello and welcome, the Construction Sportcast.
Do it.
The construction... Every time. Hello and welcome, the Construction Sportcast. Hello and welcome, the Construction Sport Podcast is back. 60 off episode. Can you tell?
Wow.
Who's hungover today?
Start as you mean to go on. I'm not, I'm fresh. I'm on coffee. I don't drink this time of year. I don't agree with it. Thank you for coming down. Across, downish more, Bedford.
Yep.
Very special
Bit of
guest.
a trek.
Sammy is on his trio
Thank you.
episode
Thank you for having me
as
back.
well. You haven't had the independent one yet. We have to put you on the spot soon and just go dive right into you.
That will be your lowest view ever.
You're always hiding and touching someone's leg on the podcast. Rocky Clark. We've got some facts about who you are.
Oh, okay. Hit me with them.
This is courtesy of ChatGPT.
Oh, dear.
I'm hoping it's more accurate than Wikipedia.
Is it PC?
I did yours as well. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Full name, Rochelle Clark, commonly known as Rocky Clark. So that's interrogation, isn't it? Can you
It is
confirm or deny?
correct.
Born 1981, High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire. Prop, Loosehead, Rugby Union. Clark debuted for England's women's team in 2003 and played internationally until 2018, giving her a 15-year international career. Correct?
Very correct.
Good. Most capped forward, earned 137 caps for England, making her at one point the most capped England player ever, surpassing all male and female players before being overtaken later. But Sam, who overtook her?
Ben Young?
Maybe he probably has as well, but someone else did before.
No,
that.
Ben Young
Just
hasn't. It's
Ben.
Sarah Hunter.
Sarah Hunter.
One of my teammates, yeah. So if you're going to hand the baton on, it's got to go to somebody
Yeah, in the
you
team.
know and love. I should have pushed her down the stairs. It was only 4 caps.
What's it for?
Yeah, she just
Just
missed the
pipped
6
ya.
stations, but never mind. I'll pass it on and
So she's a 141 then, I take it.
yeah,
yeah?
she is.
According to
Well,
my
you can do maths.
Honestly.
Amazing.
Like that.
Did you edit out me getting that wrong?
Making her the most capped England player ever, yes. World Cups, Clark played in how many, Sam? Told you to do your homework.
4.
Correct. 2006, 2010, 2014 and 2017. World champion, she was part of the England team that won the Women's Rugby World Cup in 2014 in France. Woo! We said this day.
Go on, England.
Was you there when one listening to the national anthem, singing it, and then 2 lifting the Rugby World Cup, then thinking one day I'll be in the Construction Sport podcast studio? That's just like the next.
With Sam Sharp.
With Sammy boy, I am living my best life.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
You're climbing. World champion, Six Nations success during her career. She also won how many Six Nation championships, Sam?
8.
It's got it bang on.
Oh, she's on it.
And scored how many tries across your England career?
There's no way he gets this.
None.
How very dare you?
Well, I'm going based on how many I scored.
Yeah,
In a
well,
similar career.
In a similar career.
And how many was that?
15 years in the front row, I think I scored 1, actually.
24. Rocky Clark.
24 centimetres out.
Yeah. I like this one. Nickname Rocky. Where did it come from, Sam?
The chocolate bar.
No. The nickname was inspired by the Rocky Mountains during. It's true. I thought you looked at it as in the what?
no, I'm waiting for this.
On your first cap was played in Canada.
Yeah.
That's cool, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah, and short for Rochelle is Rocky. And so my family nickname was Shelley. And
yeah.
short for Rochelle is the Shelley. So I was Shelley to family. There was another Shelley on the trips. They were like, you need a nickname. So I got my first cap where the Rockies were. So Rocky was the obvious choice, not because I like fighting, only in my spare time.
Are you sure it's not the chocolate bar?
I mean, I do.
They are
have,
decent.
Yeah, some.
They're
Pretty
great.
decent.
Up there with penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a biscuit.
No, it's not. It's covered in chocolate.
What
It's
about
not
Tim Tam?
Oh,
them?
yeah.
No, I'm
I've had
English.
Tim Tam.
Is the penguin the same?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Didn't take long to start talking about food, did it?
No. 2 foot sat
Appointed a member of the Order of the British Empire (MBE) in 2015 for services to what sport, Sam?
Ice hockey?
Hey, rugby. That's cool, isn't it? Who knighted you?
Yeah.
Or not knighted?
Well, not
Who
knighted, yeah.
sworded you then? Or how have you-
Princess Anne.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so-
cool.
Oh, she actually like a big rugby fan as
Yeah,
well. isn't she?
exactly. It was
She's
cool.
the,
She was
of
cool.
Scotland, isn't she? She's the patron saint. Oh, that's cool. That's a good one. We always talk about that, who you go for. And club poster plan. Yeah. Rugby. Clark played rugby for teams including Worcester Valkyries, Wasps Ladies, and Saracens Women during a season. I know Semi wasn't. I played it 6 ways. Back
Did
in the
you?
day, just once in a
Oh,
national
okay.
plate final.
Excellent. How'd you get on?
We lost 28-15 or something like that. It wasn't too bad to Ampthill, actually.
Okay, yeah. Mighty Ampthill, that's who I live
Big club,
in.
isn't it?
It's a great club.
Yeah, so we would actually looked at that because we were like south of this little village, little town down the
You
road.
look
we
pretty village. I'm not going to lie.
little town that I'm village now, 100%
Yeah, I can
village.
tell.
We actually got wine and cheese at the local off license or the village shop tomorrow if you want to pop over.
Steady, Eddie.
I haven't even got a village shop where I live now.
Have you not?
No.
You're that village.
It's
It's, not
it's
even
so
It's
village.
more village than me.
It's so village that there's not even a shop.
Yeah, superb. Coaching the media after retiring from international rugby, moved into coaching roles, including with Saracens, grassroots teams, media work, and continue to contribute. Rochelle is widely regarded as one of the greatest women's rugby players of all time. Known
Yeah, I
for
like
her
that.
strength in the scrum, leadership, longevity, and influence of the growth of the women's game. Now, that's a pretty. ChatGPT is your friend, isn't it?
It's not bad. They can use that for my funeral, can't they? Yeah. Pretty good obituary, like that.
Yeah. So there you go, everybody. We have Rocky Clark in the room, and there is a connection between the three of us, really, or the two, especially the two of you.
Just the three of us.
Just the three of us. We met 2023, would have been, wouldn't it? Rugby World Cup. Oh, Rugby World Cup 2023.
Oi, oi.
How about
Stash.
that? It's just,
Got
yeah,
it
bit of
on his
stash.
top.
Cycling. Cycling was not in your career path. What got you into the cycling?
Just
Rocky.
guilted into it, really. It was raising money, and I was part of the Rugby Centurions. So me and some of the other Golden Girls, Tamara Taylor, Donna Kennedy, Amy Garnett, all
Yeah.
jumped on for the Rugby Centurions, and then met you, reprobates, and
Yeah.
actually got on quite well with you, and still Sammy's stalking me to this day. So
Yeah.
I thought I'd better come in and give him a Christmas present.
Yeah.
The duo the world needed.
It is.
It
It's like
is.
rugby's Ant and Deck.
Yeah.
Or I was going to say Eamon and Ruth, but that didn't go
Kevin
well,
and
did it?
Perry.
Yeah, that's more like it.
James Sandwich,
more
Miss
like it.
Patterson. That was a good crack though, wasn't it?
Oh, mate, it was incredible. It was like absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
Some of those hills were some of the most testing times, but the thing that made it so much better, I was dying, like flying side to side, shaking the bike from side to side, trying to get uphill. And then I looked round, and then Sammy's half up here, like purple, having a heart attack. So I was like, brilliant. Well, I can still keep going. And then me and you had a few DMMs, didn't we,
Yeah,
along the
that was
way,
right,
which
yeah,
was
'cause
great. I think we were just like so low and in a crap place. We were like bared our soul. But it was,
This is the last I've got.
yeah, it was so fun though. We had such a good crack, and then the camaraderie between, was there 40 of us?
Yes, it was 40 because we were 10 of us. So
It was
we were-
amazing.
Quarter of it was us
It was-
infiltrating.
It was amazing. It was like really, really like cool bunch of people.
And how
Yeah.
mad was it when we cycled round? Was it Champs-Élysées?
yeah. That was impressive.
Around
And
that
then the
massive
cobbles.
roundabout.
Yeah, and that was I think that was the point that we found out that the hotel was actually
Oh,
8
no.
miles away from there. So we were like, right, so we have to get back on and ride for another 45 minutes
Yeah.
whilst our bums are in bits.
Who's the shout at the traffic? Told the traffic to stop at the Champs-Élysées. There was something we kept on shouting to stop traffic all the way, and then someone walked out. I can't remember. I've ruined the story again.
They loved it though, the French, didn't they? They're proper into it.
Yeah,
it's like-
They're
yeah.
all cheering you on and stuff like that. Not like in this country where they're throwing stuff at you
Yeah.
out the window.
Well, look at the cycle path. The cycle path, literally all the way to Paris. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
that down that old train track.
Yeah, that was incredible.
really cool, and it was flat. So thank God we're able to like.
That was welcome.
Yeah.
It's amazing how like they've just got a different Europe, haven't they? Really, the
Yeah.
English, the British just wouldn't do that. We've got there's an old train track from here all the way to where we play rugby tomorrow. Actually, what's probably 15 miles away. But there is an old from the World War, an old railway that was disused, so they could do that same thing from
They
town to
could.
town, all the way into London, really, and they don't. So
Good story.
cool story, bro.
Yep. Keep bringing them.
More Addieway stories. We can create Addiways on our bikes. How are the girls?
What girls?
The Golden Girls.
Oh, the Golden Girls. What girls? What girls? I know a lot of girls.
The Golden Girls.
The Golden
'cause they were a
Girls.
great crack.
So yeah, we've done some more charity bits. Me, Tam, Donna, and Amy, and so we've nicknamed ourselves the Golden Girls, like the old dears back in the sort of 90s on Channel 4. And they're a great crack. We climbed Mont Bouet. We've cycled from. We did the Rugby World Cup cycle challenge, which we made up. We had one guy in support in Donna's like caravan, just driving along behind us, and there was 4 of us. Just went from up north to down south for over 5 days, and it was incredible. So we did 750 miles in total. We did it in 2 legs. Then the second part was from Exeter up to Twickenham. So Exeter to Twickenham.
That's some going, isn't it?
Yeah. And then we did like York down to Northampton. So it was a brutal and like, but so many amazing memories. And we're all like waddling into hotels. We're laughing our heads off. We're wanting to cry. It is just, I love doing these events because it really pushes you beyond your limit, doesn't it? You don't think you can do it, but you can.
No. Well, my bike is in the exact same place as it was after we arrived back in October 2023. So it's literally in the same place. I haven't got back on my bike. Yeah, like it's covered in dust. But for respect to you for like doing that again, because it was so hard.
As hard as it is, I think you do want more, isn't it?
Yeah.
You do want it again. But I just think it is that laugh. We assist the community it builds, and the banter.
Absolutely. Like, there's nothing quite like seeing Donna Kennedy, most Scottish capped player, scooping the cream on herself in the side of Sainsbury's car park, and you're like, this is the most offensive thing I've ever seen, but also the most hilarious thing. And then the support driver turns around and gets an eyeful, and it was just insane, but hilarious. And
I went through 17 pots of chamois cream that weekend.
Chamois cream,
yeah. I was greasy.
It was basted, baby.
We've done a cut right.
By the end of the first night, everyone thought there was like some like roast dinner on the go because you go, what's that smell?
He's cooking.
It's his thighs.
We've done one. I've done a couple of 1-dayers, and then last year we done a big ride from west coast to east coast of England. That was cool. And we'll do it again next year, April the 23rd, don't we? Do we say April the 23rd? April the 13th to 16th. Sure. Okay.
Excuse me.
Cool. Let's shoot. The
Gross.
Yeah, so we'll be back on the bike. But
on you.
I'm thinking about the whole support driver side of it. I'm like, do I just jump in the support team? But
No, don't be lazy.
yeah. Cheddar
You should get
Gorge.
Sam on it.
I actually think I'm busy that day.
Yeah, you're on
Are
this
you
one.
going
No,
to
you
another
ducked it. You
Christmas
ducked it last.
party?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Easter party, been Easter,
I've
yeah.
bet about 100 times.
Party boy.
I can't.
Party boy. Yeah.
Donna, you overtook doing my homework. You actually overtook Donna with your caps, didn't you? She was the most capped international at the time.
She
was
was the most most capped Scotland player and most capped female ever, which was cool. And then, I overtook her, took her reins, and that was, incredible because Donna's just been such a legend throughout my career. She's a little bit older than me, so I looked up to her for a long time. She had a really long career, and I was lucky enough to play alongside her a handful of times at club at Worcester.
Yeah.
And then she became our coach, and just so much respect for her. And then, one of my very, very good mates. And it's just so nice getting the band back together. And like when you play rugby, like you have to really put your body on the line, help each other, support, take the mickey out of each other and have a crack. And that's exactly what we do.
Yeah.
And doing something none of us are comfortable with. Like none of us, well, Amy Garnett's like a flea. She's about 3 kilos and flies along. So she's pretty easy flying up hills, whether it's walking or cycling. But then you got us big girls like me, Tam and Donna, like
Sam.
Sam. Now he's going to turn himself into a golden girl.
Golden goose.
With his basting. Goose is ready for Christmas.
But where did rugby start for Rocky Clark? When was day one?
Well, it actually started back in Beaconsfield. I was 15, and one of my mates, Tiff, who was at school with, she was like, "Will you come and play rugby?" I was like, "No, thank you. I'll get hurt. No thanks, no interest." She comes back the next week and is like, "Look, mate, we're really short of players. Please, can you play? Like, and if you don't, we can't play." And I was like, "Damn it!" So I was guilted into playing rugby, and then never looked back. Just, it was insane. The like, you know, it was just so much fun. It was like I found my sport. I'd done like netball, football, hockey, all of that, and generally was big girl.
She
And
was a sporty person anyway.
Yeah, but I was like a sporty lump, So
Was you like me? Was you a good goalkeeper?
yeah, I was goalie. Yeah, I was literally like tried to fill the goal. I was a big
Such
girl.
similar
back then.
careers. Such similar careers.
Yeah.
We are. It's like it's crazy.
Like
we're
twins.
like that.
Yeah, got separated at birth. And
100 caps of Woodham.
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
He's same level. So we had a brilliant time, and I never looked back. And then it just escalated from there, and was like just started playing adult rugby at 16, which was mad because you're getting your head kicked in by these women in their
So
sort
young,
of late
isn't it? When they're now our age, you look back and think how young you are when you're 16.
And people got no respect for you, and then you like try and. I was pretty decent at carrying and scrummaging. I had no idea really what I was doing, but I was a bowling ball, and they didn't really like it. So it was fab, and never looked back from then. And still a bit of life in the old dog now, and playing a little bit of rugby on a Sunday for Buckingham Swans. So still
Can you remember
living
when
the dream.
Was it a profession at all? It was later on for you, wasn't it? But at the start, was you?
Oh yeah, but for the majority of my career, I think if we were professional when I got my first cap, I'd live in a really nice house now.
Yeah.
But yeah, we only went pro for probably about the last 10 of my caps. So it was amazing and brilliant to be part of that that group where the game went from amateur to professional.
Yeah.
And
Well, you've carried
You pioneered it.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
You've carried
look
it
at
over
it
that
now.
line, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Look at it now. That World Cup was awesome.
Yeah, wasn't it just? That was so
Ellie
good, wasn't
Kildunne's just been nominated for Sports Personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what a crazy achievement
it? Yeah.
for the game.
It was so good though, wasn't it?
it was amazing to see. And the thing is, people ask me like, "Oh, are you jealous?" Yeah, I'd be lovely to have a bit of fame and a bit more support and a bit more money. Yeah, of course. But to go through the days that I went, like the old school days where iPhones weren't around, and that you could enjoy a night out without it being all over the internet and that sort of stuff. That and just having the routes that we paved the way, I'm very, very proud of that, and I wouldn't change it. And I'm now getting my sort of benefits from the game going professional by doing a lot of commentary, guest speaking, corporate stuff, all that. So it swings and roundabouts, but I'm absolutely happy.
You're still part of the professional game.
I was, yeah.
Yeah. It's so good, isn't it, to see it get carried over that line though. To see it was. So I remember, I think it was Digger's little girl was playing really well, and she you see some of the. But then you see quite a few people actually I know who went to the stadium to watch the final, and it was all about. And it was so many dads taking their kids, boys and sons and daughters, and like the real family, even more family vibe than the men's game, because it is a big fucking corporate piss up a lot of the time, the men's game, isn't it really? And
it is now, yeah.
Whereas you can see the girls stuff really just get the whole family there.
Brown shoes and jeans.
Yeah, brown shoes.
Yeah,
No brown
you
in
have to
town.
have your outfit, don't you? As your boys with jeans and your brown.
The prawn sandwich brigade. Everyone says no. Yeah, was it no brown in town? And then suddenly Twickenham comes on, and it's like it all comes out.
Yeah, all
It's
comes
Tweed.
A few red chinos.
Yeah, tweed. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's all out.
So when you got there, what was the those 4 World Cups? Have you? It's not. Is it just the one you've won? One World Cup you won?
Yeah, pretty hard to win, to be fair, mate.
Yeah, you've done all right.
Just one.
You just scraped that.
Just the one.
Which one was it?
Rubbish.
Third one.
Third one.
Yeah.
Who did you beat?
Canada. So we played New Zealand in the first 2. 2010, I was like, oh, we definitely. Sorry, 2006, we've got a really good chance of this. It's World Cup. We're really fit. Like we've done everything we can, and we lost by I think 8 points. 2010 home World Cup, I'd have put my house on it that we'd win that one. We'd beaten New Zealand earlier in autumn, and I was like, oh, we're so good. We trained so hard. And then we lost by 3 points, and that literally was the most severe heartbreak ever. When you just believe so much. It's like the first time you get dumped and you're like gutted. First time you've been in love and you have your heart ripped out. It was like that losing World Cup finals.
Never been dumped before.
You're not. That surprises me. And then, oh, sorry, darling.
It's not a whole list of people he's dumped. It's like there's thousands of it. Always been on my terms.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, for sure. Playboy next to me. Blimey. And then, 2014, I definitely wasn't convinced we were going to win, but we'd played in the semi-final. We played Ireland, and we had what I would describe as the perfect game, like the whole team. It wasn't just about one player. It was everybody doing their individual bit at the right time. And then, we beat Ireland, who'd beaten New Zealand. like 57-5 or something ridiculous. And then went into the final confident, but we'd played Canada in the pool games and we'd drawn with them. So it was like, oh, they could beat us. So anyway, we finished up and Emily Scarrett, Golden Balls, had a little miss pass from Katie McLean, 10 out to 13. Katie never passed to 12. Poor Berth, just always a miss pass to Skaz, who's about 18 foot tall and legs 40 foot long. So she just flew along and scored pretty much under the sticks. And it was like, oh my God, we were jumping around. It was mad from a line-out drive. And then there was only a few minutes left. And this is before you had 2 props on the bench. So I was having a heart attack in like the 75th minute.
17th minute.
Yeah, honestly, mate. And that was in the warm-up. And running back and going, please don't be the reason why we lose the World Cup. Please don't be the reason. And just, the panic and fear because they started coming back at us. And I was like, can they do it if they score straight away and then score straight away again? So, eventually when the final whistle went, dropped to my knees. Everyone thinks, it's the best moment in your life. And actually, I dropped to my knees and I was like, thank fuck, we've done it.
Relief.
It was relief more than jubilation.
Yeah. Like that sort of 30 seconds. And then it was like, I was running around going, we've effing done it. And it was incredible. Everyone was all jumping over each other and the gold ticker tape came down. It was just so special and best day of my life.
That gold ticker tape was pretty special, wasn't it? Because I see the video you put out last year, wasn't it? It came out last year. There were a few ones, didn't it?
Yeah.
Your mum said that your dad landed on the shoulder. But it's mad, doesn't it? Yeah. It gets you big time. I'm sure it does.
So unfortunately, my dad passed away when I was 11, and so mum had come out to watch me, and it was over in France, and in the Jean Bowen Stadium, it's about 10 foot up to get into the seats, and I was had my arms up against the wall, and I was still sort of 3 foot away from getting up. So I had all the fans lean over and it was mental. I nearly pulled my shoulders out their sockets and they pulled me up like 90 kilos, dragged me up this wall and scraped my living daylights off my front. I was like a kebab. And then,
what a scene.
Yeah, can you imagine? And then I went and saw my mum who was sat in the crowd. She was just like crying and stuff. And it was really mad. One bit of the ticker tape had floated along to mum and landed on mum, and she was gone, that's your dad, that is. And I was like, oh yeah, it was mad. So I've still got that. So where my cap is in a box, I've got that little bit of gold ticker tape in
that's
that,
awesome.
which is really
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was mad but wonderful.
Yeah, was your dad a rugby man?
So again,
Was your dad a rugby man?
No, he's a football. He's a Watford supporter.
Oh, well,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, superb.
So yeah, he I never knew about rugby before then. So I like to think that he looks down at me playing, and like when I used to line up in the anthem, I'd look up at the sky and think of him looking down and giving me that extra strength. So it was.
Did you ever play rugby at Vicarage Road then with Wasps? Because they were there for a bit, weren't they? Well, the men's team were obviously, but
Saracens.
Yeah, Saracens.
I thought Wasps were.
No, they played at
Adams Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adams
was
Park.
it?
Yeah, it was Sarries that was, and you played for
Vicarage
Sarries,
Park,
didn't you?
yeah.
So you must have played there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, decent.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah, and there. But Wasps and Saracens.
You want to swap seats?
It's really embarrassing. So
Isn't
I'm
it?
getting
Sorry.
there.
What was the best club to play for? Saracens, Wasps, or Worcester then? What was your best time?
They were all different, but I stayed with Worcester for like 8 years. So yeah, Worcester was great. That we were a team that evolved together, and there was a load of youngsters. And I met my best mate there, Kerry Large, who I went on to play with England with, and she was like so quiet but had the best personality. And eventually, like having a few beers, she'd be your best mate, she'd be hilarious. And you go to training the next day, and she'd like sort of be really embarrassed and shy and trot past you. And I was like, one time we went out on the beers again. I went, look, you got a choice here. We're either going to be friends and you talk to me in between going on the beers, or we're not. But it's your choice.
Yeah.
And then after that, we were like best buddies. And just to have all your mates there. Some of the youngsters that came through the England system and pathway was incredible. But we were the first team outside of London to win the Premiership with Worcester, because it was just so dominated by all the London clubs. So that was massive. Yeah. When we didn't, like, all the London clubs were like showered in England players, where we had a handful. So it was a really special.
Yeah, to Wasps, Harlequins, and Saracens.
Making a comeback now, aren't they?
Coming back. Yeah, so as the women's team held on for all the commotion over the last few years, did that go as well with the Warriors?
Yeah, that's gone, but there's the amateur side that, and we'll have to wait and see whether it comes back out. But there's obviously like Leicester Tigers and all that in the women's game now. So and Loughborough Lightning. So there's a lot of sort of teams in that sort of area. Gloucester, we lost a lot of players too. Bristol.
They all go.
A lot of competition around that sort of.
Yeah, a friend of ours, Ollie Morris, one of the 13s at Worcester. He was there, a good friend of ours, Dom's brother.
Yeah.
Dom played at Saracens, Dom Morris, and then his brother was over. They were at Sarries together. Ollie went over to Worcester. Yeah, when it unfortunately folded. He might be at Amptill now, actually, saying that. But happy days. Sam, how many caps have you had in the rugby world? Do you reckon?
How many games do you play in a season? I don't know.
Well, judging by
20?
your standards, 2, because you're at Santa's Grotto every week.
Have you come dressed as an elf then, have you, today?
Oh, I'm sat next to Santa.
Yeah, I don't know. It must have been a fair few.
I reckon it must have been 18 games a season. So it could be 10 in the league, was that?
Yeah, so for men's, played about 10 years.
Same position. Same positions as well. Oh, no, tight head, loose head.
Yeah.
Did you have to get tight head as well?
I tried not to.
Did you?
Yeah. Just screwed up my back otherwise. Tight heads were less mobile, I found.
I drifted from there to hooker, to be fair, depending on how much I weighed that season.
How nimble you were.
How good Creamfields was that summer, and then come.
Who was the biggest packs you come up against? Who were those, the powerful ones?
France were some of the best ding-dongs. Like, they were
What, the men's or the women's?
Well, either. I mean, they were huge.
You got that, didn't you? You got that. Thank you.
Festive ding-dongs.
Yeah.
And, just the physicality. In New Zealand, I remember, so I'm not particularly a low tackler. Before the tackle height got introduced.
Rugby league-esque.
Yeah, I just smash people.
Bending over is tough, isn't it?
It is, especially for you.
Actually, I used to I was an ankle picker.
You was an ankle picker.
Yeah.
Well, you just saw me drop my thing in the coffee. You actually
was.
complimented on my
It
squat.
was absolute chopper. Yeah.
I was chopped.
Making up for something. But yeah, so this girl, like 115 kilos, like massive, just short of 6 foot, like probably twice your height. And she was running full steam, like she'd come off the back of a lorry. And I was like, if I go high, I'm going to be flying into that stand. So yeah, first ever chop tackle I did, and got tree trunks down, and I was like, all right, I can do this occasionally. So yeah, big girls, and then Canada scrum. Who were your biggest scrum opponents back in the day?
If any of the Wooden boys, they'll know exactly who it's going to be. It's Cantabs, that team from Cambridge.
Yeah.
We called their props Scrum Lord Viking because he was a big ginger geezer that come from the National Leagues that was just didn't look like much, but would just bend you over. And then they had Giuseppe Big Legs, the Argentinian fella with the biggest quads that you've ever seen in your life. And every time we went there, no matter what we did, it was just horrific. Yeah. Just we were going backwards.
Were you on ice skates flying back?
Yeah, worse than that. It was so bad. It was like 2 sort of national level props going against 2 dollops, that are like just
so we were
overweight, not proper props.
Same way I wasn't much of the team then. I was every now maybe pulled in. I got pulled in to play against Colchester. Yeah, Colchester ones.
Yeah, that was when everyone ran off. When we actually got quite good, we went into that really tough league, and everyone just disappeared.
Got called up to play on this time mid-December, and the squad is suffering a little bit. There's no backup in the squad. Yeah, but the team done really well. To say our little village team, little town.
We poached above our weight for sure.
Oh, massively.
For that one season.
We went into a playoff final and played HAC up at Liverpool Street as well, right there.
That's it.
Picture on it, and got hammered. I wasn't there, but I got like 50 odd nil or something.
Yeah, we got done, and we were like, okay, we're not ready for this level.
And then it come out that
they filled in
a couple of uneligible players. And we were given the option: do you want to take promotion or not over the top of them?
Yeah.
So
all the players went, no thanks. Yeah. But the coaches and all the board went, no, go on. So we're like, oh, okay, got pumped.
So there was an element of from because I wasn't too involved because I was like, I'm reversing out this one. I've just found a career in the construction and Saturday shifts. I'm taking them.
Every single week we were pumped, and our saying for the season was at least we never got tons because we never got beat by 100 points.
Yeah.
That was the saving grace. We won 2 games out of 22 games. It was horrendous.
It's better than none.
But it was one of those,
horrendous.
The club took it because it was like this, we can show that we've been to that level and done that. But it just, when you ain't got squad depth.
We didn't pay anyone. Like, we were straight up, like, everyone. We had people that come to Woodham from far and wide because we were punching above our weight, but no one was getting paid.
Yeah.
And, like, we were playing teams at the time, like Brentwood, Colchester, Chingford, and they were all getting paid.
Norwich was always with us, weren't they?
Yeah, Norwich always sort of floated. So we had some. I went to this at the weekend and I was like, forgot how far. Like, this isn't even a far one. We used to play Holt, which is like Ben Young's old club, I think.
Yeah.
It's like a 4-hour coach trip. It is miles away.
They're still on it because Logan, who was on the other week, he plays at Dis, and they're playing against Rochford quite a bit.
It's so far. Like, you forget. Like, we used to play all around there, Stowmarket,
and it'd be a
Norwich.
coach trip as well. So all those back roads ended up a coach trip, which is hours and hours.
Yeah, it was 6 hours back because you'd stop in like a couple of pubs on the way, just be absolutely.
And then when the pubs got shut down with those, so we go to the supermarket and load the bus up with booze. And then the coach driver would be like, no, you're not having it, so you'll destroy the coach. And then everyone put tenners in for the coach driver. And he'd be like, okay,
tripled his wages. He was like, no problem. Do whatever. Set fireworks off. We set a firework off in the back and like Reed, the Northerner that played for us, like, don't do that. Jesus Christ.
God, you're all going to get infernoed in the back of the bus.
But I'd come back from, it might have been my stag do or someone's stag do. Yeah, it wasn't my one. It was someone come and said, I got called up, can you come and play? And it was at, I think it was Ipswich. We came to Ipswich, and they had that South African number 8.
Yeah,
and he used to just take the ball off his own try line off 5 metres if we were lucky enough to get up that far, and he would just run down the park. And I think I went fullback or wing, and he broke for everyone, and I was just like,
the fear. I'm
like,
please sell a dummy. Sell a dummy.
Yeah, I just returned from a 3-day bender, so I shouldn't be here. The sweats are hitting me already.
Yeah,
and he's just
It was one of them. Like, we played in a weird league that you'd get because it wasn't complete crap, but it wasn't like the highest level. But you'd get players that coming down from like national level or people that have played like really high level for a long time at the back end of their career. So every now and then you come across them players, you just be like, oh God, it was hell. And they were always in the front row as well.
And at Ipswich,
especially. What I'm doing now.
Ipswich were specifically, they just recruit from overseas and say, come over, we'll give you a job. You can spend a bit of time where we live. And for people South Africa and Australia and New Zealand, like many do, come and have a 6 months over here and enjoy yourself, and we'll give you a job in that, and you can play rugby as well. So these wicked rugby players will turn up, probably overqualified, and then coming up against
we had our own little period of that though. Do you remember we had the pack of Fijians turn up?
Yeah, it was quality, wasn't it?
We had we just had a load of Fijians like playing for us, like Sukkah, and I can't remember the other one, but Nem, was it Nem or something like that?
Sukkah, Nem, and there was the little one who got himself in a bit of a pickle.
But they were an absolute nightmare.
He shouldn't have been sleeping with it. It was touring with a tour.
Started shagging everyone's daughters.
Oh God, that's really awkward.
Well, we like I said, I told you earlier, didn't I? Like we had the rugby house that we used to come back to, and everyone. I come down once, just absolutely hanging, and I looked, and I was like, looked under the dining room table, and there was 3 Fijians, and they were huddled under the dining room table eating tuna out of a can. like I was like, what is going on? Like but they didn't even use can opener. They used like a fork to open this tin of tuna. And it was like, what is going on? You know, like you're not there anymore. You can like sit on the chair and like they were huddled under, like they were in like a little campfire.
They were all military lads, weren't they? Sukkah was
they were all military.
Yeah, they were all military guys.
Loose as anything.
Yeah, so
proper.
Sukkah would literally tear 5 hamstrings every match he played, didn't he? Like every time he was awesome, but he's got hamstring's gone, and then like 10 minutes later he'd be back on again.
One of those.
Yeah. You know, an absolute awesome smash it up the park. Yeah, and as soon as he was blowing,
20-minute break.
Yeah, but was there a lot of Fijians in the women's game? They came with the same impact as what they kind of the Pacific Islanders had.
When you just their way of playing is so awesome. Just like ball handling skills and fearless, and just the skill level is just insane. And especially their sevens team obviously doing really, really well, and 15s team sort of coming into fruition. But certainly, you're grand if you get a Fijian. Or I used to coach men's rugby, and there was a lot of stories about a few Fijian guys that played in the centres, and people used to just let the big guys crush it up, and they'd always get a hand free and just get that offload, and then the other lads would just run in and score the tries because they just couldn't be tackled.
That offload is such a pain in the arse, isn't it? You can just hit someone.
It's come a long way though. Like, to be fair, like when we used to, like when it wasn't really a big, was it? no one like did loads of fancy offloads. Like now, like the skill level is like so much higher at the kids that are like so much younger. Like you watch all the under 14s, they're throwing like these audacious offloads.
I think I'm no genius at rugby, but it seems to be if you can.
Confirmed.
Excuse me, I'll let you know tomorrow. I'm getting man of the match tomorrow. I've booked it in. If you can break the line and then offload, isn't it? Or just get over the line and offload. It's just you can't defend against constant offloading, can you? And
that's you have no idea, do you? To be fair, neither do I.
I don't break the line, but have a little look on my social media. There's 2 chicken wing out the back passes.
Yes,
that's my favourite pass at the moment.
Yeah.
Now bowl into somebody, get the out the back. They go free. Happy days.
If you found like open field, like most props panic, like just shit themselves
Round
and fall over.
Oh, we need to as well. I need your help in sort of recruit a women's construction-based team as well. So I think we have to reach far and wide across the country, but I'm adamant we can make it happen.
Okay. Do they have to do anything in construction or just wear the badge?
Then Nans might have had a stationery who sold pens and pencils to a construction company back in the 50s.
Put a helmet on, get some boots on.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I do want to find a core team of who work in there somewhere, in and around the industry, if they're out there. So if we can just find them, and then at some point next year, we'll bring them all together.
So hopefully people that are listening to this, if they know any
millions.
female rugby players who play in the or who are in construction in any way, shape or form, please get them in touch with you guys.
Yes, that's what we need to do.
Excellent.
We need to get them in and get them out. Because we said that we're going to find them. There is a few. I've met a couple over the time. I'm like, we just need to.
Maybe we should get the details.
Yeah, there's a few down. Yeah, there's a few down at Hinkley Point actually in Somerset. There's a team of them down there. One of the girls who had this, she does a bit of work on the project itself. So we'll
there's a starting point.
It's a tour down there. We go on tour.
Absolutely.
What's coming up in the world of rugby for Rocky Clark?
Well, so I've just started doing comms on Championship Rugby, which is really, really cool. So you mentioned Amptill earlier. I regularly do Amptill. I'm doing Cambridge tomorrow against Chinner and Bedford regularly.
Chinner, yeah, that's a big club, isn't it?
Yeah,
Chinner,
Ross used to play for them.
One of
the ones that we used to cycle with, the big army boy. He used to play for Chinner.
Massive, yeah.
He used to play for Chinner.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Top
good
boy.
lad.
Yeah. He done the coast to coast one this year with us. Me and him done it together, and we're cycling along, coming out of nowhere, and I was blowing, and he's just like, just follow me, I'll take the wind. And like, so I'm just like, okay, Ross, struggling, and then next we went past an army cadet centre of some description, and he was just like, army, and then just like motored even more, and I was just like, oh fuck. The next I've seen a sign, and he didn't see it, and he said, Bryce Norton there, and I was like, oh no, he's going to see this, and he's going to be energised to fuck off the back of that.
Yeah.
And we stopped, and we went to the gates at Brighton Norton, had a little picture there for him, and he loved it. It was quite a touching moment for him, and he's passed his endeavours, and and he just got on the bike after that, and then he was possessed. He was like, and he just went.
Just getting his slipstream.
I couldn't either. I was like, you're just going to have to go, mate. Oh, I'm gone. He's just like, but he's just a beast of a man. He's such a good crack.
Terminator, isn't he?
He created a nice slipstream.
Yeah.
When we were cycling. For about 3 people.
You had John Smit up your slipstream, didn't you? At one point?
Come on then, tell us about that.
Yeah, he's still wearing it now.
So John Smit, come on, tell us the story. It's fantastic. You've done it on here before, but for the millions that be watching now, we've come on a year.
So when we were struggling up the hill, I think we were splintered off into groups, and you guys were way ahead.
So I thought you were about to say you went in the leading pack then.
No.
The breakaway.
The back end of day one, which was in Surrey, so it was just disgusting. This mile-long hill, and I was at just 0 HP, just struggling, like purple, just like blood pressure 9,000, like out of control. All of a sudden, I've started like drifting away, like, oh God, what's going on? And it's John Smit. He's up my arse. He's going, come on, mate. And he's got his hand on my arse, and he's just like ginormous calves are just powering me up this hill. And I was just like, he was carrying me and him, no problem, up this hill.
Alex can put it in because he has video footage of it. The fact that you caught that has literally kept him on his job.
Love that.
Yeah, for years to come. So
you didn't come in your outfit, actually. I thought we was going to wear our cycling outfit.
Yeah.
Jeff did. Jeff come in his outfit.
Did he?
Jeff cycled here from Southend when he'd done it. He loves his bike. So remember Jeff? Racing Green? Jeff?
Yeah.
Bald guy. So Jeff's got a new bike now. He's paid a fortune for it. Or a few £100 if his wife asks.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got this bike. He's like, it's all like programmed into Bluetooth. You have to charge it. I think
Wow.
the
That's
gear.
called an electric bike, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I will be doing that
But
again.
there's
like-
something about it's like Bluetooth gears. So the gears are all Bluetooth between
Oh, yeah,
all that,
yeah,
all that
yeah, yeah.
shiz. And
Pretend you know what he's talking about.
Well, I know what Bluetooth are, and I know what gear is.
Oh dear Lord.
he's well in the know. So we've got to the first hill, like half an hour into the actual day one, and we've turned left, and there was literally like a slope of a hill. It wasn't even a climb; it was just a bit of a track. And we've gone up it, and a couple of guys who haven't really cycled before in their cleats didn't know what was going on because it was a hill.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't gone on. Anyway, they've tried to get off. The boys have just gone to the left. His foot's then come out, Josh's, and he's literally hit Jeff on his fancy bike. He's landed in the stinging nettles, snapped his chain on his bike, covered in cuts and bruises. And was done for, and then he couldn't actually. We had to take him. He had to get a lift to the next town to get his bike fixed to come and meet us. He was absolutely fuming. But we videoed all that as well. It was like, how you feeling, Jeff? Yeah. And he's just like, it's like, is it good? Or do you reckon we're going to fix it? And he's just absolutely seething. But we're going to have the video out. Have you put the video to that yet? Is that another one you ain't done? Yeah, cool. So and you have more cycling coming up next year. What are you going to do?
Yeah, we're hoping
Getting
so.
on the saddle.
There's talk about doing something for Doddy Aid. So there's
Cool.
watch this space, but we need some sponsors. So anyone who wants to sponsor me and the Golden Girls doing some horrific mileage, feel free.
Yeah.
Sammy's offered to give me £1, so that's great. That's a
Oh,
start.
easy, I'm married.
A tenner, all right. And hopefully we'll do some crazy stuff. So that might be from Scotland to Ireland or something. But yeah, some sort of
that'd be
cycling.
amazing.
Love a challenge. Like basically, we want to go and do as many challenges as we can. We just don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
We want to raise loads of money. So
Yeah.
easy
Yeah,
life.
if
not a
you're
bad
raising money, you want to try and get sponsors for it,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah.
Of course.
100%.
It's important.
That'd be cool.
I don't know if I'll be doing it again.
need to, 100p.
Unless it's
The OGs.
Paris was like special. If we got the band back together,
Yeah.
I'd be up for it.
Sam's I'll only go
Yes.
if George Gregan's going to come with me.
Yeah, to be fair, all my pals Sean Lamont.
Yeah,
Rocky.
Nathan Sharp.
Yeah.
Sean Lamont is still getting stalked by that person online. Remember that?
Oh yeah, super fan.
You see that, wouldn't it? Yeah, the super fan.
Because he was in the photos with some of us. Like she started,
Yeah,
she
just
added all
Coming
of
to
us as well.
Yeah, yeah.
He had his pecs out, didn't he, on one of my Instagrams, and started getting a lot of messages.
Yeah, because
he's a handsome man.
Yeah, I'm gonna get messages like, "Oh my god, how was Sean? Was he good?" And I was like, to me, I was like, "Who's this?" I was
Sam.
like, "Listen."
Was he good?
Oh god.
Casino was good. Been in casinos lately?
Oh my goodness! First ever time I've walked in a casino, and it was with you lot, and I rolled out about 3:00.
Yeah.
I got really addicted, obviously, with my ADHD and dopamine. I was like, yeah, more, let's bet. Yes,
Colours.
no, colours, black, white, red. Ah! It was hilarious. And then, so me and Tam both put 200 quid in each. Then we ended up winning, like, I don't know, 600 quid. And it was like, right, should stop there. We're up. And then I started getting greedy and then just threw it all back in. And I think we pretty much started with what we put in, or not far off. And then, so I left Tam. And she rolls in at like 5:30, 6, and then we're up away by 7, wasn't it, or something like that.
Why? Whose idea was it to book a hotel opposite a casino?
And it was that opposite, not as in opposite towns or villages. It was 5 yards across it was at a taxi rank, and that was it. Well, it was the little
Unbelievable
reception point in the hotel.
When we was all steaming as well. Like this was day 2 as well, because on the first
Dehydrated,
so hard.
1 pint down you and flying, weren't we?
Another one he caught on video. Then Mr. Cameraman, I've got.
Oh, is it?
It was a hill straight out of the hotel.
Was
wasn't
it you who fell straight off?
I cleated
that
on
was
straight
hilarious,
off.
yeah.
Literally, everyone's.
So good. That trip was.
I walked out my
there
room
was
in the
many
morning,
moments.
and there was a sock on the floor, and I thought, I'm that hungover, I can't even get that. And I just walked past. It was like a decent cycling sock, because I was just like, haven't got in me to lean over and pick that sock
It's
up.
stiff.
Yeah.
Used.
I just wanted my headache is pounding. I was like, no, get out of here. And then,
That was awful. I can't. I thought.
lovely hotel though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I called it.
Beautiful.
I called
Yeah,
it like
amazing.
quite
The
early.
seconds we stayed in there.
At 3:00 in the morning, I called it, and I thought, oh, this is like, I'm going to struggle tomorrow, because I was just like panicking about this hill for something. Everyone was talking about that hill, and I was panicking so bad because I was like, oh, day 2 was so good, and now we're back to this.
Jeff was in there just crashing on the machine.
Yeah,
Just
and
that-
Jay was just like with
Yeah,
like, he
of
rolled
course,
in, and I'm
yeah,
just
yeah.
laying there like thinking about this ride because my thing fell out my arm as well. I was panicking about that, and I was just laying there like really like struggling to sleep. The Jay just balled in about 6. Poof.
Could we all just chuck our money in together? I think with Jay at the end.
Yeah, I don't know.
There was a few of us, and we just.
I don't know. It was awful. It was an awful way to prepare for an 85-mile ride.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it was that the one where it was really? Yeah, it must have been really, really cold. And like
it was chilly. Yeah,
because it was like
in the
first
morning.
thing in the morning.
Yes, it was freezing.
Tam was like white and see-through. I think from being hungover as well as being on that stretch that I felt like we were going to get killed on what felt like a motorway for ages. So that actually
didn't have a jacket either, did we? Because we didn't anticipate.
Because James had those forearm things. He had a spare pair of them. He gave me them. They were absolutely
sticky socks.
Yeah, very much. I recognise these.
It's the one that was in the hallway.
That was good crack. That was
It
good.
was,
Because,
yeah.
like Flashy over here was sponsored, so I had like a load of fat. I think that's what sparked up the conversation, wasn't it? It was look, fat lad at the back, literally, but. Figuratively.
That's the brand.
The brand, yeah. And I had some clobber on. And she was like, oh, yeah, I've got some of that. Yeah, but I sponsored.
Yeah.
didn't pay for it. I was like, oh, right. There's probably, I think that photo's floating around, Alex. You'll have to pop it up of
fat lad.
us looking like two fat lads at the back.
Is that the offensive one?
Yeah, the offensive one.
And Tamara was a good crack as well, was she? She was
There was such good laughs. Like,
it was so fun.
It was one of them just because, I said to you before, wasn't it? Because, like, and obviously big rugby fans, but we didn't know each other and didn't know of
Much
you compared to like
rugby,
George Gregan and John Smit and some of the people that were there. You ended up being like the most fun by miles. Like you girls were all like such a crack, and that's kind of like how. Is that what drawing you to me? Was it because I looked like a?
We felt sorry for you.
A gay woman as well.
Yeah, exactly. You do, to be fair. Yeah, you're more butch than me. Jesus.
Because Nathan Sharp bumped into JJ the week after one of the fixtures somewhere else in France. They just saw each other. And
He was
like,
cool.
Yeah,
He was cool as well.
really
Like,
cool.
everyone was like all right, like properly all right. There was no like big egos. Everyone was cool.
And the airport, Gio, the Portuguese guy.
Gio Gonçalves.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. Isn't he?
He's like the biggest man I've ever met.
Yeah.
And bless him, he's had a hip replacement now. And do you
was
remember
he?
he was
Yeah.
like literally crying going up that hill? I was like, this guy is massive and fit.
Yeah.
And even I overtook him going up this hill and I was rolling backwards.
Yeah.
And he was in so much pain because clearly his hip had snapped off from playing years of rugby. And now he's had a new hip and he's got that pretty wife as well that he shows off.
Yes.
So he's obviously doing something right.
Yeah, he's an amazing, looking man. He's an absolute unit of a guy. And all just pacing down the beaches in Portugal. His brother's the same as well, isn't it? The two of them are both like 6'8" and 6'9" or something like that.
He's got like 5 or 6 kids.
Yeah,
just like an absolute boy.
Absolutely dreaming it.
Yeah.
Yeah, superb.
Nice tan.
All right.
Opposite to you.
Fancy him.
Maybe.
not so much in common with that one.
You got more in common with me.
I think that's why we've become friends, to be honest.
Yeah, and George Gregan, that was quite sitting down just chatting with him. We sat there the first night just talking about the head concussion stuff and then rugby and all that. And it was just like us, John Smit and George Gregan. It was just in the pub. It's like, this is so fucking surreal for us. And
he was offering me a nicotine pouch that John Smit, and I shit my pants because I've like smoked over the years and stuff like that, but them nicotine pouches, like they give you a proper like rush, and I was like, I don't know about that. Like I opted against it. I did it for the first time in Barcelona on a stag do recently, and greened out like when you first time you smoke a joint.
I did. I was like,
John
Smith was like, go and have one. And I was like, okay. So I had one, and then about an hour later, I was just yakking up in the toilet.
they're horrible.
The Guinness is
I have
the Guinness is off.
So
I think the last Guinness I had in there as well was shocking. And I had that as well, and that just kind of went, together.
We did really prep ourselves well for these rides. It was
Yeah,
just
we
like
are
lots
honed
of
the first
Guinness,
night.
nicotine pouches, being sick, casinos, gambling. Perfect.
Construction sport. Welcome.
Rugby.
Yeah,
that is rugby to a T, isn't it? No matter what level.
We don't need prep. I'll be prepping tonight, ready for tomorrow's game. Get home, massage, ice bath.
Lasagna.
Nothing
What was your pre-match meal? Nuggets and chips?
Everything, mate, yeah. Ronald McDonald.
Just get it in there.
Get it in. Anything really. But Saturday morning would be a poached eggs, bit bacon, sourdough, avocado. That'd be the dream. But more realistically, it was probably a couple of bacon butties.
Did they? Yeah, sorry, Steve. Go on.
What is post-game at Twickenham like as an England player? And the national anthem. Come on, give us the professional on the national.
Yeah,
legend.
well, I'm quite a wet lettuce, so I cry at the anthem when I sing it when I was wearing the England shirt, and every time we get through to the first verse, and I'd be like shaky lip and looking ugly, and then it was just the pride bit, and I do like this dry singing because you're like crying, and if you actually sing, you're like, so
She's miming.
Yeah, literally. So I was like, nah.
Is there any out of your 100 plus caps that really stand out? Kind of. The emotion.
Twickenham World Cup final.
Yeah.
Then
I'd be shocked if you didn't say that.
Yeah. Can you imagine? My second cap, no, my 100th cap was massive, and then taking the record as well was really, really special. But yeah, massive games with big meanings were really special. And then playing at Twickenham was living the dream. Like, it was so rare for the England women's team at that time to play there.
Yeah.
It was just so amazing because I'd grown up, and that was obviously the hallowed turf, home of rugby. Seen so many of my icons and legends play there, and then to be able to run out was I just can't even put it into words.
No, I can't imagine, to be honest. I can't imagine the feeling.
We fortunately had an event at Twickenham a couple of months ago. I sent you the picture, didn't you? I was sitting with your name behind me in the changing rooms. So, it's mad, really, to think, the game has come quite far, quite quickly, isn't it, with the women's and men's coming together, isn't it? But you think how many years and generations it went. It's just the bloke stadium, and it's just madness, really, isn't it? But
it's hard because if the thing is, like, women's sports obviously gets criticised for not being as entertaining as men, but women's rugby's really entertaining. No matter what the level is, and I'm not just saying that. It's genuinely good to watch.
The World Cup.
It's really good to watch. Like it's hard still. There's still massive hits. It's not like it's soft just because it's women. They're still smashing the granny out of each other. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Quite a few people say they really like it because there is less kicking in the women's game.
Yeah,
so
there's lots of running.
Yeah, lots of ball in hand, lots of skills set on display, and just the standard, especially internationally and the top levels, how it's gone through the roof. It's like the Lionesses. A lot of people really enjoy watching football, and I was one of those players, fans for women's football. I didn't know a lot about it, and then when they played in the Euros 2 times ago, I went to 5 of the 6 matches, and I was like, oh my God, I love the Lionesses. And I was one of the 80,000+ at Wembley. It was insane. So, and to see the World Cup be played at Twickenham, sold out stadium, and I was lucky enough, I had the privilege of walking out the World Cup trophy.
Did you? Superb.
Which was amazing because you're only allowed to touch the World Cup if you've won it. So I was with my mate, who'd also got inducted into the Hall of Fame on the Friday, but Lynn Cantwell, but she wasn't allowed to touch it. She had to hold the base.
Really?
So I'm trotting out, and I'm like, don't fall over. It's like 86,000 people like clapping and going nuts, and I'm like, don't scuff over. But it was amazing to be involved in something so
Playing
big.
a part.
And getting the recognition as a Hall of Famer as well. And there's only 150 people, male or females, in the world who have that title was just mind-blowing as well. So it's been an epic life and career, and there's still cool stuff that's happened after finishing playing as well.
Yeah, that is incredible, isn't it, man, walking out to that.
What do you reckon? Do you think she's going to do well? Ellie Kildunne on the sports personality. Obviously, that's a massive achievement in itself. Like the fact that she actually managed to get onto the shortlist of that. Just look at that list.
McElroy is going to have it, isn't he? I think Rory McIlroy's right up there. But not just, it's British personality. Is it British?
It should be about personality as well.
Is it a British
thing?
BBC sports personality. Is it UK Northern Ireland or UK? Yeah.
It must be. It must be, but
I think McElroy's on it, I think.
Oh, yeah, fair play.
He's Northern Irish.
I just think
he's Northern Irish.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been good for a while. I'd like to see someone like...
He's won the Masters this year, and he had the Ryder Cup as well, they done, and all that banter shit, all the abuse he got and come through that. I'm with you as well. I think there's other people out there who could...
Yeah, but it should be like...
if you look at the title things...
Everyone
loves him as well now. You're the Grand Prix fella.
Lando. But I think it should be about like... Who's made an impact, right? Because like you look at Rory McIlroy, right? Everyone knows who he is, and every
he should be winning.
Everyone likes golf.
According to his bank balance, he should be winning.
Unless he wants to come on the podcast, then otherwise don't care. Like
the golf table.
You look at like the impact like that Ellie Kildunne has had on the women's game and women's rugby in general.
Well, rugby media
it's exploded, because of her. Like, everyone always liked golf. Everyone always likes F1.
If it wasn't for them and all you girls there, I don't think the likes of Henry Pollock the other day would be on TikTok, would they? The women have set the bar
set the
of the social media stuff.
No, and it's brilliant for people to see their personalities, and that's what you get with Ellie Kildunne. Like, she's a lovely kid. I was lucky enough to play alongside her when she was first breaking in, and seeing her come through and be a rock star and having a Barbie made after her and stuff.
Because she's huge stuff, isn't it?
Can you imagine if we had Barbies made out of us, mate? They'd have to have like a bit of extra around the middle.
I used to have called flubber. Flubber with eyes. You remember that?
But it just shows the power of winning the World Cup as well, doesn't it, really? The impact it can have. So I know I pretty much played rugby because of 2003. Yeah. That's my age group. And I think probably there was a few your years, wasn't there? But around my age group, 3 years between us, and I think. Yeah. But then after, there's massive gaps. And you can almost see, I think, even across the country, across other clubs, you can see there's massive gaps there where we haven't had rugby success. And there's almost that brings a generation.
What I found, so I was like coaching them and the influx of people that just came to the sport was just mad. Yeah. Of boys and girls taking up the sport after 2003. And then everybody was practicing their drop goals, and it was painful. It'd be about 400 rugby balls booted around, kids.
Every footballer thinks he's now rugby.
I'd be on edge, like I'm going to get my glasses whacked off and have the rage, and then I got a coach. And, and like now you see, masses of people in the Ellie Kildunne rodeo hats and things like that, and people like Hannah Bottoman showing her personality and just being a true self.
They're all actually quite fun. Like, I follow loads of them now. Like, they're actually really funny.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them have got funny pages.
Yeah, it is. They're fully embracing it.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the bit I'm jealous about. I couldn't show my personality as much back then, and all the photographs. All the videos, I was never in them because I was about 100 metres away having a heart attack at the bottom of a ruck or...
was there real pressure on you coming through, I suppose, to react professionally?
Yeah. Because the thing is, you didn't want to put a foot wrong and make the press because you've done something stupid. Yeah. You want to make the press because you're the best team in the world, that kind of thing. But, as we know, any press gets people coverage, right?
Well, you look at Henry Pollock.
Yeah.
He's playing the villain fantastically. Like, anyone that's not English, for some reason, hates him. He's like a 20-year-old kid smashing it, but everyone just hates him because he's a bit cocky, and he's like, love it. I think it's brilliant.
His first ever coach come on, let's talk about what it said. Yeah, he'd score a try at amateur rugby and row with someone walking their dog after it. He'd still be giving him a load of abuse.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Benji, like my boys, as I mentioned before, he loves it. Benji, he had I took his neck scarf at rugby on Sunday because he was cold. In case he gets cold. Actually, no, I took it for me. And he said, Dad, can I So I said, you can do it, put it on, but you can't put it around your neck because you're playing, someone catches it. He said, can't put it around my head. So he just fold it up and had it around his back. And he was like, hair was out the top. He's like, do I look like Henry Pollock? And I was like, yeah. So, he's showing what it's all about. So I'm Johnny Wilkinson now.
It's important. Love it. Like, people want to watch him lose now.
Yeah.
Like, that isn't English. So it's good because it still brings eyes to the sport. It's like Floyd Mayweather. Everyone hated him, but they watched him because they want to watch.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, the exact same. It's like, I'll play the villain because everyone just wants to see him lose.
You gonna watch it, Jake Paul, Joshua?
No.
You into that, Rock?
Is that the boxing?
Yeah.
Is that the
the YouTuber?
Yeah. Okay,
Jake Paul. He's fighting Anthony Joshua. So it's
if Joshua
the YouTuber versus
if Joshua doesn't spark him out, it's a fix. It is. If
Josh
happening?
In a couple of weeks' time. It's happening before Christmas.
If he doesn't spark him, it's a fix. Like, Francis Ngannou, the 6'5" heavyweight UFC champion of the world, like, put Tyson down, like, legit, like, one of the hardest punches in the game. Joshua made him look pathetic and knocked him out in 2 rounds or whatever it was. If he doesn't do that to Jake Paul, then it's rigged.
Jake Paul's just like all this. Just cash in. And everyone's like, he could really get hurt here, really get hurt. But I can thinking like, look at Steve-O and Johnny Knoxville on Jackass. Like, these people just injure himself that all the time because it gets like Jake Paul's just doing that in a professional world, and like, I'm just going to stick my head in front of this heavyweight.
I think he's like quite a serious boxer though.
He is.
Like, you can see he's not like
they reckon he's like in the top 100 anyway.
His fundamentals and all that are like actually not bad.
He's a classified professional boxer.
He has not fought anyone that's like an old UFC fighter, or he fought Chavez Jr., but like, let's be real, he's like shocking. So it's like, I don't really get it. It's a weird thing because he hasn't fought anyone properly credible.
It shows now that people actually are more interested in watching YouTubers in a way than actual peak performing athletes. It's a bit random. But
I don't know, kids. It's kids.
Social media, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kids.
There we go.
This generation coming through.
This riffraff.
Yeah, youngsters, immature. Like, we just think, Hyrox.
You going to do that? You like your
I do a
CrossFit,
bit
don't
of
you?
cross training, yeah. So at some point, I hate running, so clearly. I don't,
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to particularly do a Hyrox, but for me, that would be like my version of a marathon. Like, obviously, I'd never run a marathon or wattle, whatever it is. But yeah, one day I'd like to do it just to tick it off. It's not something I'm suddenly going to start enjoying and doing 100 times.
There's talk of I can't say when and where it's happening with, but a strongman competition next year in the construction world.
Bit you, innit?
So we are looking. Can we get the strongman?
You?
No, because you have to be
Definitely
strong.
We're literally going to get Britain's strongest builder, basically. How we
Love
can
that.
do that. So again, we're looking
Watch
at it.
this space.
Yeah, the male and female categories we want, but it's finding these people. It's finding the people.
You know,
So-
there's going to be a Polish brickie. It's just going to be ridiculous.
and there'll be a scaffer who don't win it and ends up just kicking off. yeah. And everyone will be drug checked. It'll be all fully done.
Oh,
It can be done the same way as the strongman. Yeah, no, just let it go. Let it
the
go.
actual strongmen are definitely not tested.
According to Google,
Or is it
they are drug
powerlifting?
Well, they're drug tested, but they don't.
Yeah, to
actually
make
like
sure they
what
are
for.
taking drugs.
Yeah,
Just to make sure they are taking
Yeah, do the
steroids.
same
Because
one.
who wants to watch a strongman
So
and
we
not
wa-
be able to lift anything up?
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah,
That'd be like watching you.
but like controlled on tour with the older strongman, just inflatable weights.
Oh yeah.
Job done. But the how we do the time? All good.
You're 1-5.
Look at that. He said an hour. Perfect. Well, thanks for coming down. Have we touched anything? What's WRS up to? Yeah, how's WRS actually? We'll stick that in there. Give a little promo to you.
Thank you very much.
How is the world of WRS contracts?
It's all right. It's been stressful.
Yeah.
So construction in general is rough. Still, it's getting better. It's just everything's hard work.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff that because of these new regulations, because of the fire stuff, it's just taking way too long to build.
Yep.
So there's stuff in the ground and there's a lot of waiting for stuff but moving in the right direction. But
That's all back at Grenfell, basically, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
all been delayed.
moving in the right direction. It's just slow. People are like holding on to their
And
money.
now CITB have slashed all their funding for you.
I think
us
that's the
soundbite,
point.
yeah.
Like every other construction person, like they would moan about the CITB that we pay thousands of pounds for absolutely nothing
Yeah.
in return.
Yeah.
We got an email just saying our contracts manager, we were upskilling him MVQ level 7, get him a management thing, and then they were like, "Oh yeah, by the way, we're not funding that anymore." It's like, okay, so what are we paying for then?
Yeah. You have to take you a few days, a few shifts
Sorry,
outside.
Rocky's been like, come all the way here. We're boring
Yeah.
the life out of it,
Yeah,
talking
no.
about CITB.
No,
Let's
yeah,
not do
we're going
that.
to take you for a few shifts next year. I want to go do digger driving.
I would love to. I had
Scaffolding.
I had a digger in my back garden in the summer and I was motoring it around, loving
Was
it.
ya?
Yeah.
Enjoy it?
Yeah, I did. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll come for a little day. That'd be good.
Honestly, we're going to do it. We do a lot of work with the Construction Plant Hire Association, what's like the main trade association for all digger drivers in the UK, and we've got a good relationship with them. So next year we're going to digger about a bit. So
Love
we'll
that.
get you some big
Used
stuff.
to drive a forklift truck when I was younger when I worked in a warehouse. So, but amount of times I went
that
through
Will?
some of the
Will was the
boxes.
same.
Yeah.
I've got a quick story for you about that. So when I
It's
first,
probably not quick. Let's be honest.
there's a few things I do quickly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, ask Jess.
Squat down.
Is so I just started work. I was doing work experience for the firm for before I officially joined, and we used to have a warehouse. We used to do the tiles into the warehouse and then redeliver them. So me being like a 14-year-old squirt, I thought it'd be the funniest thing ever. And I got on a big piece of cardboard and I wrote, "Triss is a twat. Triss is my old man."
Yeah.
And I was like, and his office was on the second floor, and I was like, I'm gonna slowly go, and it's gonna go up, and it's gonna appear in his eye line, and this is gonna be the funniest thing ever.
Yeah.
So I went right up to the office thing, but there was a rack there. Totally forgot there was 4 foot of fork in front. Went the whole rack, dunk, poof, about 10 grand's worth of tiles, which at the time was a lot. He's come down. There's just like smashed tiles, adhesive all over the warehouse floor, ruined. And there's just me in there, like with Triss is a twat. And I was like, all right. Didn't get paid that week.
Do you think one day my son will run this business?
Yeah.
And the other just-
Yeah.
There's the legacy.
Yeah.
Absolutely mess.
20 years later, still here.
Yeah.
Will's mate done it, didn't he? He was Will's mate on the forklift at Wicks. He went round with a load of pliers and didn't crash.
Yeah, but he was on his phone and took a video of himself whilst crashing. Or something.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And it got pulled up. Yeah.
Funny that.
Yeah. That generation.
Yeah.
Clever.
Yeah.
Clever. Stitched themselves up. But thanks a million for coming down. Really appreciate you driving over.
It was worth the 6-hour round trip. Thank you.
Sorry about that.
We'll make it. We've got plenty more rugby and digger driving next year for you.
Yes.
Smash some stuff
Get
up.
in.
Cheers, guys. It's been emotional. And Happy New Year!
Happy New Year.
This goes out.
This goes out on New Year's Eve.
People
Why
will be
have we not
staying
got
in.
champagne? And party poppers?
Budget's got down.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
They're supposed to, they've got the
I
budget.
didn't know it
They're
was
in
coming
charge
out
of
on
it
New
all.
Year's Eve. I thought I would have bought party poppers.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Happy New Year!
Merry Christmas.